The science of light is fascinating, and nothing beats seeing it in real life. Let's join Jared upstairs in our room-sized camera.
Oh, hi there everyone. My name is Jared. How are you guys doing today? And welcome to the Camera Obscura room. So I'm sure you guys haven't heard of the word Camera Obscura before, have you? Well, let me tell you what that means. So the word Camera Obscura in Latin means dark room. So camera means dark and obscura means room. So if you look around you, or you can look at my walls, what color are my walls? They are a dark grey color and the roof is slightly white. Along with our big sheet over here, that is white as well. So these colors are important because what do we know about light and colors? They reflect or absorb. So the dark grey colors will absorb our light, where our white colors will reflect. Next thing we're going to talk about is light, right? How does light travel? Let's take a bus, let's take a taxi. No, it doesn't. It travels in straight lines. So this room that we are currently standing in is called our panel room. And if you take a look at our mirror, or our window rather, you will see that on our window there is a little dot. And that little dot is what we call our panel. Once we close this window, that will be our only source of light in this entire room. So what I want you guys to do is we are going to turn off all the lights and close that window in just a minute. Once we do that, I want you guys to focus on our big white sheet along with our roof. You guys ready? You can hit the lights and let's see what happens. Okay, you guys can't see me, but you definitely can see something, right? So if you look on our white sheet, what do you notice? Does it look like something blue at the bottom? And maybe a building? Yes, you are correct. It is. But you notice something funny about our image? It's upside down, right? So let me put on the lights and let me open the window and let me tell you what is happening. So, our image was upside down, correct? So let's use our stick as an example to explain what is happening. We explained that light travels in straight lines. So it means that it doesn't bend or it doesn't curve, right? It only travels in straight lines. So if we use our panel as an example of this, where is the sky when you guys are outside? It's somewhere up there, right? So let's take the light from the sky and let's use my hand as the example of where the panel is. So the sky is coming all the way from the top, it hits our panel and it hits our sheet on the bottom part, right? That is why our sky was at the bottom, that blue was actually the sky. Then you notice the building was in the middle. The building is directly opposite us, on the same level. So that is why it came in from this angle, hit our panel and hit the white sheet again. Lastly, I'm not sure if you guys could see, but at the top and on the roof, there was a car. So that is the road. And we are on the second floor of the Science Center at the minute. So that means the light came from this angle, hit the panel, and hit our sheet right on top. So that is why the image you saw was upside down. But do you know that this is how the brain works as well? But why am I not seeing you guys upside down now? Or why are you guys not seeing me upside down? Well, this is because our brains are smart enough to know the image has to be flipped. So our brains are smart and it flips the image. Okay, so that was our panel room. Our next room is called our Camera Obscura room, and it uses the same principle but on a larger scale. So what I want you guys to do is you guys can follow me up into the next room. Okay, so do you guys remember what Camera Obscura means? I'm sure you guys do. So camera means dark and obscura means room. If you look in this room, the walls are completely black with no window showing. So that means no light is being reflected off of our walls. If you look over here, we have a nice table, and on this table we will see an image in just a minute. But we have a black tablecloth, and that is absorbing all of our light. If you look over here, we have a big barrel, and if I turn it, it makes a noise. But don't be alarmed, okay? I'm in control of this barrel. This barrel goes all the way to the roof, and on the roof there's a turret that looks like this with a mirror at 45-degree angle. The mirror is there to reflect the light downwards onto our table. Remember, we said light travels in straight lines, it doesn't bend or curve, but it can be reflected using a mirror. Okay, so what we're going to do is, guys, I'm going to take my sheet off, I'm going to put the lights off, and I want you guys to focus on our table. Are you ready? Lovely. So over here, we are seeing an image, and this image is completely live, which means we are only using light, a mirror, and a white table to see this image. There's no camera, there is no video, there's no technology of any sort. This is a live image that is currently happening right outside. And the first image that we see is Grote Schuur. So Grote Schuur is an old hospital here in Cape Town, and it has quite a lot of fun facts about it. Namely, one, this is where the first ever heart transplant took place, done by Christian Barnard. Let's move on to our next. Over here, in this corner over here, you will see something that looks kind of familiar to Cape Townians, but if you are not from Cape Town, you won't know. That is the edge of Table Mountain. So over here is a little edge of Table Mountain, and if you look really, really closely, you can actually see the cable car coming downwards. Lovely. Over there we have Signal Hill, or Lion's Head rather. We have Lion's Head, and obviously it is named because it is shaped like a lion's head. If you haven't hiked this yet, I suggest you do. You get a beautiful view of the city. Over there in the background, I'm sure you guys can see a few cranes and things. This is called the harbour. So that is the harbour, and there's a very important job there, and the man is called a harbour master. And the harbour master is basically like the traffic light of the harbour. He tells the cargo ships to unload and offload, to leave, to come inside. So that's a really cool job. Does anyone maybe play sport there? I know some of you guys might, so this should be easily identifiable. We got big 4 lampposts or light posts, and these are stadium lights. The stadium in question is called Hartleyvale Stadium, and that is where lots of people play some hockey and soccer. Lastly, we are back where we began and back at the building we started, right? So, did you guys move from this room? No, you didn't. You guys stood in this room the entire time, but you got a 360-degree view of the area around us. That is the end of our little Camera Obscura tour. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you again soon.
Wow, after that cool demonstration of light, we now have 2 more options. So either we can go back to the exhibition floor and do another mind-boggling puzzle, or we can go back to the auditorium where Umar is waiting to show us something awesome.